Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, and bots of all programming languages, HTML, Java, C++, Flash, whoever you are, whatever you are, welcome to the channel. Today, title, what if you missed Surging Sparks? You completely missed it, you have no products, and it's going like $500 per box. Oh my god. So, that's what we're going to talk about today. Have a couple things written here. Surging Sparks. Missed? Question mark. You missed it? I missed it too, don't worry. FOMO dash Vivid 2.0? Vivid Voltage 2.0? Strategy Future. Now, if you just want too long didn't read, too long didn't watch, if you missed it, it's okay. I think it's going to go down in price in the future. Don't know when, but I think it'll go down, I don't know, maybe that 130s, 140s, kind of similar to kind of what we saw with Vivid. It's not completely a Vivid, but yeah, I think it will go lower in the future. Not recently, I think it's still gonna stay, 200s, maybe more, and then, reprint whatever later down the line. Yeah, I didn't get any. So yeah, that's the too long didn't read. If you missed any, I think it's gonna go down in the future, so that's okay. FOMO, don't get FOMO. Everyone gets FOMO. And yeah, so that's basically the too long didn't read. All right, so now let's get into it. Surging Sparks. So I myself don't have any. I don't have any booster boxes. When it released, I went and bought some supplementary products, opened it. I just wanted to get a feel for it, open a couple packs, Didn't play anything, got a couple of the 3-pack promo things. Yeah, just went to the store, bought a couple, see what else they had, check out the products. Because yeah, I actually like opening them, or when a set comes out, getting a feel for the cards, what they look like, what they smell like, what they feel like. Say I opened a couple, didn't get anything crazy. Maybe did okay. Like what, spent $40 and I got $20 of cards, okay. So, but yeah, I don't have any. I do want some, I wish I had some maybe, but at the same time, I can't be beating myself up because the poster's falling. And kind of similar or going into the strategy. So with my strategy going into it, I mean, I was watching Surging Sparks, the pre-orders, the cases or booster boxes when they were 100, 105 cases, 600, 620, 630, 640, 650, 680s. I mean, I was watching it for, I don't know, what was it, weeks? I could have bought it, but with my kind of time frame, my strategy, I didn't want to buy. I was looking at other things, so I can't be beating myself up for not going back and buy it when I had the chance. I was literally watching it for weeks, and I was telling myself, or kind of going over my strategy of, how I'm gonna approach it. So, do I wish I had some? Sure. Am I mad that I don't have any? No, because I've been finding a lot of other opportunities and deals out there that I think the returns will be better buying those other older sets rather than buying Surging Sparks at say $200 a box. The opportunity cost of, going into these older products, older sets, other than Surging Sparks is greater than say buying Surging Sparks and hoping it'll double to 400 or something like that. So I've been looking at a lot of other things, other opportunities, couple that I haven't even been seeing anyone say, or people making videos of it. Mostly sealed products. Not really. I mean, some graded cards. I bought some, I don't know, a couple months ago for certain sets. Speculate on. And there goes the other poster. But yeah, it's meh. Whatever. So you missed it, FOMO. Now let's go into the FOMO / Vivid 2.0. Yes, a lot of people are getting FOMO. They wish they had, because they see the price is going up now. Oh my goodness, it's going up. I need it now. But you have these other, if you want to buy that, why not buy another set? If that's going to appreciate in value, if you're just keeping it as a sealed booster box, why would that sealed booster box of Surging Sparks be the only, let's say it goes from 200 to 300 to 400. So you're telling me that's the only booster box that's gonna move, that has movement. All these other products and booster boxes, they're not moving, they're not gonna do anything, you're gonna get no returns. So you just gotta go all in on Surging. That's what people act like. It's kind of comedic. And seeing it, and it's kind of funny, but at the same time it happens a lot. Again, kind of going into that, people are getting FOMO, and then I've heard couple of people saying, oh, it's kind of like Vivid Voltage 2.0. Oh, it's not, in my opinion. And this is just my opinion. Feel free to debate with me, talk to me about this. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, if someone has a differing or varying opinion than them, they have this like animosity towards that person. But a lot of people don't realize it's okay if someone has a different opinion than you. Like, talk to them, you know, have a conversation. Like, I like getting other sides of the story, you know, I like getting both sides of the story, then making my own opinion, judgment, you know, based around that to the best of my knowledge and ability. So I feel like these people, when they see someone else, either online or a person that has a different perspective than them, or they disagree, it's has to like instantly be an argument or like a heated discussion. Like, no, you could just have a cool laid back conversation and, you know, not agreeing on the same thing, but then both talking about why, say, you agree with this, but you don't agree with it. And then, you know, get different viewpoints, because everyone, you know, in their life, they see things through their own perspective, where they came through from, how they came through, you know, how they grew up, etc., you know, in the hobby, how much they're exposed to, what they know about it, education levels, both, you know, school and just educate about a certain product or thing or card. So a lot of these people, it's, especially with social media now, everyone's just all butt heads, and, you know, my opinion has to be right, it's my way or the highway. And it's kind of sad to see that. Like, we should be welcoming the conversation, debates, conversations with each other, because that's how, you know, you improve. That's how you can learn things as a person, especially in the hobby, learning things that you might not have, or maybe the other person's side of the story. Okay, so say you're just all positive on a card or box or sealed box, and all you see is the positives, but then you meet someone that, you know, either they don't like it or they're not going in it, and then they tell you their side, and then you might, you know, hear something from them and say to yourself, oh, you know, that's interesting, I never thought of it that way. Like, you know, it makes sense that, you know, they would be thinking of or have a bearish outlook or bullish outlook or whatever it may be. So kind of just talking about that and seeing different opinions, viewpoints. It's, you know, I like doing that, talking to people, learning knowledge. But it seems like a lot of people don't, and when they hear these differing opinions, they instantly turn away, get very angry, etc. Let me make sure this video's still going. All right, we're good. So, with that, Vivid Voltage 2.0. I was in the hobby. I was in it. I got back in the hobby heavier 2019, 2020 was getting back into it. Then when I was younger, you know, kid and collecting and stuff. So yeah, and I've been in it since, yeah, 1920, still adding to positions, doing my own things, and yeah, my strategy. Made a video, what was it, like a couple of years ago now. Haven't made too many on the channel, but yeah, I want to do more, so here's another one. But anyway, was around when Vivid Voltage was coming out, and oh my god, the Chonkachu, the Chase, everyone was going crazy. And I mean, the prices with it when Vivid Voltage released, it wasn't, I mean, the same exact pricing of Surging Sparks, but it was like that, you know, it ran up, the whole set ran up, ETBs, booster boxes, you know, Chonky, even after release, you know, there was the pre-order price, and then after release, it was still elevated. And, you know, that was the big, huge chase card, and I've seen some similarities with Surging Sparks in that, same with Vivid Voltage, everyone was after the Chonkachu, Pikachu, and then people started getting sick of it. I noticed, what was it, maybe 2 months or so after release, you know, you start seeing more comments either under videos of things like, oh, I'm sick of this Pikachu, like, to talk about something else already, go to another card, like, geez, everyone and their mother's talking about the Pikachu. So I've seen some similarities with this, with the Surging Sparks and the Pikachu, and obviously, you know, you have the illustration rares now, the, you know, other cards, you know, the new block, the Scarlet and Violet block. So it's not the same, not exactly the same. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are similarities. And I'm saying, in my opinion, I think it will act the same. I think the sealed product prices will behave similarly. Not exactly, but in my opinion, I think they will behave similarly. So, with that, we saw Vivid increase and then eventually started dropping, then, you know, we entered the bear market and, you know, things dropped, and then now that's why I started buying the Vivid Voltage booster boxes, because I didn't have any at, like I think 125, 130 around. Only got a couple of them, not much. But so that's kind of what I'm going to wait for with Surging Sparks. Like I said, my strategy, I had the opportunity to buy the booster box or case of booster boxes, at the 100, 110, 150, 120 per box price, but I didn't. And if you did this, you can't beat yourself up on that. There are other opportunities, and I can't beat myself out, because I'm like, okay, I'm not buying this, but I'm going to be buying other things, and I did. I wasn't saying, oh, I'm not going to buy this, but I'm going to buy a case of something else, and then not do it, not following through, not actually, pulling the trigger on it. So I bought, other products instead, and yeah, I'm happy I did. Like I said, do I wish I had some? I mean, sure, am I pissed? Like, no, because I'm happy I bought these, other products and boxes and things I'm happy with, and I think though the returns on those products and the opportunity cost will be greater than what would have had buying Surging Sparks, especially at these levels. So, yes, I think it will be similar to the Voltage 2.0. I feel like people will start to get sick of some of the cards and then realize that they were blinded by the Surging Sparks set and ignoring all these other sets when there were so many opportunities. Let me just make sure. Okay, we're still good. I feel like we're gonna see later in the future, people are gonna be beating themselves up because they were blinded and just focusing on Surging Sparks, trying to find Surging Sparks, and not realizing you had other Scarlet and Violet sets or Sword and Shield sets and sealed products that were, at the time that, Surging Sparks come, even now, of good prices that you could get and have more return. Even some at, I don't have a distributor, but you could find some online. I mean, stores selling at losses, at literal distributor pricing, and a lot of people don't realize that. People think these stores are getting these booster boxes for $50 wholesale from the distributor. Wow, they make like 500% on each box. Wow. Like, people are and then when they're looking for prices, they put so much effort. They get both their calculators out and they go for the 0.0000. They go for the 100th price. They gotta make sure they get that 0.0001 of a penny better than that other site or store. If you took that same amount of effort into finding the best damn price of the product, into just details of a product that are gonna make it do well long term, you would have so much less stress, and there would be so many more opportunities that you could see. Put that same effort of finding prices into other products, other sealed products. If you move that effort elsewhere, I promise you will see way more opportunity than you think are out there. And then now everyone thinks, oh, after Black Friday, Cyber Monday, everything's dead now. It's in a bull market. There are no good prices for anything. Have you looked? Do you see? You don't even need to look that hard. But then people, they see these prices and they think, oh, that's so expensive. Gotta find it cheaper. Or hey, they're getting it for the pennies on the dollar. And they're not. And then many people will miss out. They'll miss the boat. And then they'll say, oh, why didn't I buy? Oh, why didn't I get this? Oh, it was 105. But I only want to pay 103. I want to pay 98 because they got the box for like $70 from wholesale. So I can't pay. They can't make money from me. That's what these people act like. Anyway, that's a little rant. So, okay, so strategy. Let's move into strategy now. What is my strategy for Surging Sparks going forward? Like I said, I don't have any products. I bought a couple, sleeved booster packs to open, and those little 3 things. But I opened those, I had my fun, it's, pull rates are hard. I didn't get, I'm probably not gonna open anymore. So I'm gonna wait. I'll keep my eye out for Surging Sparks products. I'm not just strictly looking at the booster box. I'll look at other supplemental products, ETBs, whatever. I'm not looking for specific. Just keeping my eyes open, looking for opportunities. So, and I'm waiting for a booster box specifically. I am not going to enter now. Entry point for me and my strategy I am going to be looking for between the 120 to 140, even maybe 150. I'd say 120 to 140, that's going to be the entry point I'm going looking for. And, you know, it might not come. Maybe it never goes back down to those prices. And that's okay. That's alright. If I don't get the booster box of Surging Sparks, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to ruin the collection. It's not going to ruin your inventory or investments or speculations. It's the one product. So it's okay. So yeah, if I don't get it, I mean, that's okay. But yeah, so I'm going to look for 120, 140. Might not be for a while, might be months. Maybe they have a reprint, you know, 5, 6, 7 months down the line. We get a little wave and price dropping. I don't think we're gonna see prices, you know, back to the hundreds, 110, even 120. I don't really think so. You know, hopefully, I mean, that'd be cool to get some for that price. But how it's acting and the market, I feel like prices are gonna stay strong. Maybe we see down to 150 with the reprint and other waves coming in. So that's my strategy. Next, the future and going forward. Kind of same with that, you know, gotta keep my eye on it. I feel like it's gonna still do strong, but for the future of it, I think more people are getting almost annoyed of this set and the Pikachu kind of craze and obsession. Yeah, there are other cool cards in it, but obviously, you know, the Pikachu is the chase. I feel like people are gonna get sick of it eventually, which I feel like they already are. You know, there's a lot of other cool cards out there, I mean, in the set. Yeah, I think future people are gonna get sick of it, then finally realize they were maybe blinded by it and kind of getting that hype, too hyped up with it. Not realizing there are opportunities elsewhere, other sets, other sealed products, or even maybe sets coming up. So it's, I mean, yeah, I gotta keep my eye on it, but it's not the end all be all. It's, I mean, it's another set. If it goes up, cool. If it goes down, cool. Like, not worried about it. There are so many other opportunities and things that you could be in, go into, invest, speculate in, whatever it may be. So I'm gonna be focusing on those, specifically probably, you know, Scarlet and Violet sets, and then the end of the Sword and Shield era. Kind of just seeing what's out there, you know, seeing what opportunities. Capital's a little low, so it's not like I'm moving in crazy heavy. Was kind of moving in, you know, deploying some, moving in some positions the past few months. So yeah, now it's kind of slowed down a little bit, just kind of gonna take a step back, kind of just observe the market a little bit, market analysis, and yeah, see where we go from there. But yeah, that's the future, and that kind of wraps up the video. Kind of went a little ranty, had a couple ideas what I wanted to talk about today of the Surging Sparks. I feel like it's kind of comedic though, seeing these people online, the Timmies, they're fighting, and then, you know, they're focused on the each little penny in dollars and not right. Then you have the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip come in and then smash their heel on their portfolio, and it's just crushed and their collection is ruined. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages and bots of all programming languages, HTML, Java, C++, Flash, whoever you are, whatever you are, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.